How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing good. I ask you to please disregard my teeth. I know they're fucked up right now. Probably really hard to ignore. I'm in the process of getting them fixed right now. That's taking a while to coordinate with doctors and whatnot. And anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about me and the fact that I have what is called DID, or dissociative identity disorder. I've been going through YouTube a lot lately, and I found a lot of videos with people, saying that they have it and just saying that it exists for them, and sometimes it's really hard, but they don't really go into much detail, except for maybe Multiplicity and me. That does go into a lot of detail. I love her videos. I completely support her. She has also helped me become better with myself as well. So, what is DID? Well, DID is basically where your mind will split into different parts of yourself because of traumatic things that have happened to you, mostly in your childhood is when this has happened. Maybe you were abused sexually or emotionally by someone, and it was just horrible. I mean, horrible, horrific things happen, and you cannot handle it yourself. So your mind becomes very creative in finding a way to deal with it. And you can differentiate, or I should say, sorry, I don't like big words either when I don't understand something. Apologize. You can become different parts of yourself, different people. I guess I would say is what most people say it is, and that is true. It's nothing to be afraid of. You can have definitely animalistic alters. They call them alters. Matter of fact, when you become different people, some people call them people, some people call them personalities. I call them personalities, but they're also known as alters as well. You can have animalistic alters. You can have, just different parts of yourself that go by different names, things like that. That's what I have. I don't know too much about DID myself. I mean, I've done a lot of research, but I don't know all the technical terms of it. This video is not a technical. This is for informative viewing and basically, just basic stuff where we don't have to listen to all this technical jargon and what people say and whatnot, This is basically how I feel about DID in my own perspective. Let's see, what else is there to say? Okay. I became a DID when I was 3 years old. But I didn't know what it was at the time. Obviously, I was too young to understand that. I remember, here's a little story for you of how it started. My parents were not very nice to each other, and they ended up in divorce, and my biological father wasn't a very nice person, to say the least. And I would hear a lot of screaming, just a lot of screaming, them screaming at each other, and I never knew what was really going on. But that night, I was sitting in my room, 3 years old, and I was playing with a doll, I believe, and all I heard, one of my personalities, like I said, I didn't know who she was at the time. All I heard her say was, "Run." Like, "Run away, I've got this, I can handle it." Now, most of you, especially a few of my subscribers who have seen me and know this thing that I'm in, behind me, right here. The thing that I'm sitting in is a wheelchair. So obviously, how the heck can I run, right? The only way for me to run was mentally. But personality that told me to run at the time, her name was Annie. And she's what I call my second in command. She's basically the personality that helps run basically everything in the system, so to speak, and tells them kind of what's going on, and if I can't handle my life for the day, she runs my life for me. Okay? Most of you know me as 1827 Princess. That's my name on YouTube. But I will give you my first name. My first name is Danielle. Okay? That's my name. Some people call me Nikki. Some people call me Danielle. Most of the time it's Nikki. Let's see. No, I am not sure of how many altars I have. I really don't have a clue about that. I know that I have more than Annie. I definitely have more than 3. At the time, right now, I've at least counted it to be 35. I do have DID littles. And, they do their own job in the system. I know sometimes it may seem like they don't. Because what can they do? They're only 4 or 3 years old. But they may be stuck in time at that age. There may have been something that happened to me at 4 years old. Whatever, that I just don't recall, and they do, so they're protecting me. So they're stuck at that age, and they handle stuff like that. My DID littles, I have a different thing that I call them. I actually call them emotion girls. I know that you haven't heard that saying. I haven't heard it in any YouTube video myself, so I'm gonna put it in this YouTube video myself. And that is emotion girls. Most people call them DID littles. I call them emotion girls because they handle the sadness, the fear, things I may be too afraid to handle. Such as, for instance, if my stepfather, who I love and live with, came in here and told me something bad, health-wise or something about him, and I couldn't handle it, then probably one of my DID littles, or emotion girls, as I refer to them, would come out and say, would just come out to me and go, I will handle the fear. You go ahead and go away. And that's what they do. Like I said, Annie, she is my second in command. I do have others, which I will not introduce in this video. I will not introduce Annie either unless asked to do so. As I said, if you look at me, I look pretty normal, other than the cerebral palsy that I have. Okay? I know that DID can be scary, multiple personality, dissociative identity disorder, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same thing. DID is just the current name for it at the moment. I was diagnosed by my therapist, I think maybe about a year back. I basically told him, and he says, yeah, I have to admit, you fit all the criteria, and it's in my book. Yes, you are a DID. So basically, I was diagnosed by my therapist for it. I am not on any medication for it. He told me that I'd have to go on medication if I felt like, they were interfering with my life, things like that, and I couldn't function, then I'd have to go on some type of medication. But I have a pretty good handle on it. I know I'm probably going to end up with a lot of questions with this, which is fine. I absolutely love questions. I'm also doing this video because I know there's other people out there with DID and, with all the videos that I've seen. And I don't want you guys to feel alone, feel like there's no one else that understands you. I'm putting myself out there and I'm admitting, yes, I do understand you. I know what it feels like because I'm a DID myself. So, basically, I really don't know what else to say other than, I do know about switching, as they call it, switching personalities, and I will explain that in another video if I am asked to do so. But this was just a basic, introduction and letting you guys know that yes, look at me. I am in a wheelchair, but I look perfectly normal, and I am normal, other than the fact of my cerebral palsy and my DID. So please don't assume that a person is crazy. There's different kinds of crazy, Your crazy might match with someone else's crazy. It doesn't, just because DID or schizophrenia or other mental illnesses exist, because someone is trusting you and telling you that they have it, they're trusting you with that information. Please don't judge. Please don't make them feel like they're crazy. And if you are going to judge me about my teeth or about what you hear today, I really don't care what you have to say. This is for the people who want to know more about me as a person and more about DID and get more information from me and my life, and those people that have DID can look at this video and feel not so alone. If there are any questions or anything you want to ask me, please leave it in the comment section of the YouTube video I will be putting up when I put this up, and I will answer them in a timely manner. Again, I want to say thank you to my subscribers that I have, my 4 subscribers that I have. You guys have been so faithful and truthful. I know I haven't put up a lyric video in a long time, or any video in a long time, and I apologize for that. I've been going through a lot medically, and as you can see, my teeth are horrible, so I've been going through issues with that, trying to get that fixed, and pain with that, and I haven't really wanted to talk much, but I hope I can help someone out there. I hope someone can look at that video and go, oh, look at this video and go, oh, I'm not so alone. Maybe she didn't say much, she didn't introduce anybody, but maybe she will if I ask her questions, and I will, you guys. If there's something else you want to know about me or my alters, maybe you'd like to meet one or two or whatever, leave me a comment in the comment section, or message me, on YouTube or something. I'll check them, and I'll keep you guys informed of what's going on medically with me, and whatever it is you want to know. Because let's just face it, I don't have a lot of friends, with the DID and the cerebral palsy. Now, a lot of people don't know about my DID, but some people do. Yet still, just with the cerebral palsy alone, I don't have many friends. So if you want to hit me up on YouTube and message me and ask me about the DID or cerebral palsy, or what's the medical thing I have going on right now, anything, just leave it in the comments. I will get back to you. Thank you so much. Much love and peace to my wonderful subscribers. I love you guys so much. I'm looking forward to this, forward to your comments, and if they're negative, well then, you know what, that's your problem, not mine. And if you wish, I will make more videos. Have a good time, guys. Bye.